What's up, Joe? Don't mind my dog barking. Trying to find my pulls from the other night. All right. Well, if you guys missed the live video the other night, if you guys missed the live video the other night, these are some cards that I pulled. Pulled the Houndoom V Full Art from Darkness Ablaze. Pulled the Butterfree V Max from Darkness Ablaze, which that is pretty cool Butterfree. Then we also pulled the Rhyperior V Full Art. Oh, nice. My girlfriend pulled the Diplin Illustration Rare. I pulled the Gold Basic Fire Energy from Obsidian Flames. Sandile Illustration Rare. He's peeking out of the sand. Pulled the Serena EX Terra Type. Pulled a Ortega Full Art from Obsidian. I pulled a Rourke from a single Paradox Rift blister pack. I need to get it sleeved up. This one was a pretty cool pull. Never pulled this one before. Iron Hands EX Full Art. Very playable card, too. I picked up this base set Shadowless Abra off of eBay for like $3. And then the best pull came today. I went to CVS and pulled from the 2-pack blister with our Chaladon Cosmos Hollow promo. It has Obsidian and Twilight. Pulled the I pulled the Kieran Special Illustration Rare. So now I have the Full Art and the Special Illustration Rare. And I love the Special Illustration Rare because you got some Pikachus hidden in there. You got one right there. And then one right there. I picked this up off of Whatnot. Charizard Baby Elf Pokemon non-TCG. So that's a pretty cool one. It's Mega Charizard. And then, of course, my favorite, I traded someone from my group, Charizard V promo. I had several people on Whatnot on my stream ask me if this thing was for sale. And I was like, none of the Charizards are for sale. This is part of my personal collection. So you might as well quit asking while you're ahead. Yeah, that Kieran, I was pretty impressed with it. Wasn't the Greninja, but I'll take a Special Illustration Rare any day. But, I mean, I know I like ripping packs and everything, but the other thing I do is I do compete in the, when I can, I compete in the tournament side of things. And I just started working on a deck here last year, but never got around to finishing it. But I finally got it finished. Think it might be a good one. If you notice, Bulbasaur's at the top of the deck. I made the Venusaur EX from 151. Pulled the Venusaur EX from 151. So I basically started with 3 Bulbasaurs from 151 for 70 HP and Leech Seed as the attack. And then 2 copies of Ivysaur for 100 with 100 HP. But then Venusaur, of course, 340 HP. The ability is really helpful. I'm using this right now until the new Mega Evolutions come out. So the ability on this one is the Tranquil Flower. So once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. So it really comes in handy. But the coolest part is the dangerous Tox Whip attack. 150 damage, your opponent becomes confused and poisoned. So pretty good attack if you ask me. I am combining in the deck 3 copies of Teal Mask Ogerpon. So basically the ability on that's Teal Dance, so once during your turn, you can attach a basic Grass Energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. And if you attached an energy card, you draw a card. So then Myriad Leaf Shower for 3 Grass Energies. 30 plus an extra 30 more damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. That's not all. I'm also including in there 2 copies of Applin, 40 HP. 2 copies of Diplin. And just to give 2 copies of Hydrapple EX. So the ability Ripening Charge, once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you attach an energy to the Pokemon, heal 30 damage from that Pokemon. And then the attack Syrup Storm for 2 colorless energy. 30 plus for, and then an extra 30 more damage for each grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So that's pretty good attack with that Hydrapple. Then I added in a Blood Moon Ursaluna EX, which is now basically the new Radiant Charizard. I am probably going to be adding in Fezandipity, but for right now I got Latias EX for that free retreat on like Ogerpon, so I don't waste an energy. My supporters will be as follow. I got Area Zero Underdepths, 2 copies of that. So if you have any Terra Pokemon in play, you can have up to 8 Pokemon on your bench. But if you no longer have any Terra Pokemon in play, you have to go back down to 5 on your bench. One copy of Counter Catcher. Can use the card if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. Switch in your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. Professor Turo's Scenario. Put one of your Pokemon in play into your hand. Discard all cards attached to that Pokemon. So it's basically kind of like Penny, but you have to discard a card. TM Evolution. So if I want to get Venusaur out there quickly or Ivysaur, use it for 1 energy. Serrano. So if I have 3 Ivysaurs in play and I want to get Venusaur, search my deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX, put them into my hand. Got some Ionos in there. It's a pretty straightforward card. Shuffle your hand into your deck, both players. And if either player puts cards at the bottom of their deck, you draw a card for each prize card remaining. Got some Ultra Balls. You can use this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Added in a couple copies of Switch, so if I have some damage on, like, say, Ogerpon and I want to get someone else in, I'm going to just switch it out. And the cool thing is I can use the base set cards, too. That's the cool part. 4 copies of Bug Catching Set. This one really comes in handy on this kind of deck. So look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal up to 2 in any combination of Grass Pokemon and basic Grass energy cards you find there and put them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So this card really will come in handy on this kind of deck. There's the other switch. Got an energy retrieval, but I might switch it out for a Night Stretcher instead. But put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. Got a copy of Kieran. Switch your active Pokemon. Choose 1, actually. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, but if you really want to get more damage done to your opponent's Pokemon, attacks used by your Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active EX or V, but right now it's just EX because no more V cards. So that's 2 copies of Iono that I have in this deck. I got 3 copies of Big Air Balloon. So with me having Venusaur and Hydrapple, they will have no retreat cost because they are a Stage 2 Pokemon. So Big Air Balloon for my Stage 2. A copy of Superior Energy Retrieval. Just got to discard 2 cards from my hand. Put up the 4 basic energy cards back into my hand. A copy of Super Rod. Easy. Shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your deck. Boss's Orders. Pretty straightforward. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. 2 copies of Nest Ball. So I have 2 copies of Ultra Ball in here as well. So there's the other Big Air Balloon. I got 3 copies of Rare Candy. So basically, if you have a Stage 2 card in your hand, you can skip the Stage 1 evolution of your Pokemon and evolve into Stage 2. But you can't do it on your first turn or when you put one of your Pokemon down onto the bench. Professor Turo's Scenario again, that's 2 copies. 2 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin. Search my deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less. And then energy-wise, we have a copy of Neo Upper Energy. So as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides energy. If this card is attached to a Stage 2 Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, but provides only 2 energy at a time. And then Grass Energy, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.